Hi guys, welcome back to another Deep Shot video. Today we're going to be talking about the NBA playoffs. This is a video I promised 5 days ago. And I'm also going to be talking about what it would mean for every single NBA team to win a championship. I'll also be talking about my current playoff predictions, so it's kind of two videos in one today. But, enough out of the way, let's get that started. So I'm going to start this off with my playoff predictions. So, our first matchup, we have Thunder versus Pelicans. Although I do think the Pelicans are actually a bad matchup for the Thunder, the Pelicans have the upper hand that way. Zion being out, I think really just hindered them a bit. So I do have still the Thunder. I think I'm gonna win this. Next we got the Clippers Mavs series, and although the Clippers had a dominant game one, you could say winning 109 to 97, I still think the Mavs are gonna pull through. Luka and Kyrie as a dynamic duo for in the backcourt has been unstoppable as of late until 2 days ago. 2 days ago when the game occurred. But I do think the Mavericks will move on and play the Thunder in the second round. Next out, we got the Timberwolves or Suns. I had the T-Wolves winning. I thought the Suns don't have much bench depth, and Anthony Edwards is really showing who he is, I think, as someone who shines in bigger moments. So I'm going to go with the Timberwolves winning this series. Next, we got the Nuggets versus the Lakers, and the Nuggets are currently up 2-0, and I think it's going to stay that way. I think the Nuggets are going to sweep the Lakers. On a side note, Jamal Murray's shot was absolutely incredible. Amazing buzzer beater. That's what he's practiced for, played for. Just, playoff Jamal Murray. Another, one of those guys who gets better in the playoffs. Just rare. So next, we got the Thunder versus the Mavs, and I think the Mavericks will pull through, beating the first seed Thunder and moving on to the conference finals. Next, I got the Timberwolves Nuggets. I have the Nuggets winning still, and Nuggets Thunder in the finals, and I have the Nuggets Mavericks, and I have the Nuggets moving on to the NBA finals. Now in the Eastern Conference, we got the Celtics Heat. Celtics are up 1-0, and although I don't really want the Celtics to win, because I feel like, I think they will beat the Heat. Jimmy is out for I think the first two games, and he already down 1-0, and I think it's gonna stay that way. I think the Celtics are gonna get it in 5. So yeah. Next we have the Cavs Magic. Cavs are leading 2-0 right now, and I think the Cavs are gonna pull through, beating this young Magic team in 5 games too. Next we got the Bucks Pacers. I do think, however, that the Pacers will win this series. This is a bit of an upset for me. I think, although Milwaukee is already up 1-0, I think the Pacers will win the series. It's a bit of an upset, I think. The Pacers will win in 6 games. Finally, we got the Knicks, Sixers, and the Knicks are already up 2-0, and I think the Knicks are going to win in 5. So, second round, we have Pacers, Knicks, and I have the Knicks winning in 6 games, and then we have the Cavs, Celtics, and I think the Celtics will win in 5 games. So for our finals, we have the Knicks and the Celtics, and I think the Celtics will beat the Knicks in a good 7-game series. I do think this because Knicks have very good bench depth, so they're always gonna be coming back to the Celtics to bite them. But I do think the Celtics will pull through and play the Nuggets in the finals. But I think, as most people have it, I have the Nuggets beating the Celtics in the finals, because I feel like at this point in time, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, along with the rest of the system, is, I guess, we're not going to doubt them until we see someone beat them at this point. So I think for now, I have the Nuggets winning the NBA Finals. So that was my playoff predictions. But next up, we have what it would mean currently for every NBA team in the playoff picture to win a championship. So for starters, we have the Thunder, and if the Thunder are to win a championship, this would be a really good, thing for Sam Presti and the franchise. Their rebuild successfully, was, amazing. Would be considered one of the best rebuilds of all time. I think, if the Thunder were to win a championship, but I don't think they will, as they're a bit young. So next we got the Pelicans. Pelicans win a championship. I think I'm gonna put the Zion narratives aside of Zion, just eating. So, and I think it'll definitely like up his career basically and make himself, I guess, a bit more like liked. If the Clippers win a championship, I think the number one thing is James Harden and Russell Westbrook will finally get the championship. Same with Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard would move even higher in the all-time rankings. If the Mavericks won, Luka Doncic would, be one of the greatest, would be considered to be maybe even the greatest Maverick of all time. I did say that Dirk was the greatest Maverick, but that could change as Luka winning a championship along with the resume he already has could eventually put him over the top. If the Timberwolves win a championship, it would have been a really good thing that they didn't throw away their Rudy Gobert Karl-Anthony Towns move. As many people said it was bad before the season, but they turned it around. If the Suns win, KD will still get a lot of he'll get some shade thrown at him for only winning on team 2 other superstars, 2 or more. So KD's legacy will still get greater, I think, but his problem will be still that he hasn't led a team to a championship. So yeah. Next we got the Nuggets. If the Nuggets win a championship, I think they just solidify themselves one of an all-time team, and Nikola Jokic will be considered one of the greatest players of all time. He already is, but he'll move up the all-time ranking even more. Finally, if the Lakers win, finally the Western Conference, the Lakers win, LeBron, I think, might retire, first of all. And LeBron will be in that GOAT conversation. Like, people will be pushing that narrative for him being the GOAT even more. If the Celtics win, they'll be, I guess, not considered playoff chokers anymore and be respected as an all-time team, as they're statistically they're up there with the 26-17 Warriors and the 96 Bulls, which are 2 of the greatest teams of all time. If the Heat win a championship this year, which is highly unlikely, Jimmy Butler, I think, is going to be that guy. I think everyone's going to, cut him the thing for just, not really trying in the regular season and then just becoming playoff Jimmy. So if the Heat win, I think Jimmy Butler will be we'll get maybe even a statue for Miami for what he's done. Next, we got the Cavs. If the Cavs win, this is another one of their like the Timberwolves, another situation where they could have broken it up, as Evan Mobley and Jared Allen didn't really work together. But if they were to win, then they would keep the core, keep Donovan Mitchell too, which is important, and they would run it back. The Magic won this year, kind of like the Thunder did, be one of the best young teams of all time, with Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner, Paolo Banchero, Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony. Maybe consider one of the best young teams. If the Bucks win a championship, Giannis will finally be happy, But if they don't, if they crash and burn, like the second round or lower, I think Giannis is gonna ask out. So the Bucks basically have to do well if they want to keep their superstar. If the Pacers win a championship, they'll be another one of those great teams considered in that situation. But yeah, if the Knicks win a championship, I think the Knicks will. Jalen Brunson will, I think, most likely be Finals MVP, and Julius Randle, if he's gonna play, can get out of those narratives of being a playoff choker, which so far has been proved correct. Finally, if the 76ers win, the same thing goes for Joel Embiid of losing in the second round every single playoff series. So, if they are to win a championship, that narrative would completely flip them around. No, would completely flip for Joel Embiid, and their franchise would be bright. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the NBA currently, playoffs, all teams and players. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell everyone. I need views. Anyway, thank you for listening, and until next time, peace.